Do you often build a 2x1 starter and then abandon it after moving into your main base? What if I told you that you could easily expand it into a flank base to take down door campers, or as an add-on to an external TC, with respawns to stop a raid before it even begins, or even as a bunkered main base, with loads of storage, perfect for annoying your neighbours? Well, in this tutorial, I'll show you how to build all three variations, complete with the same overpowered shooting floor, and they're so cheap to build, why not surround your favourite monument with them? First we're going to look at the flank base. On the screen now you'll see the build cost and upkeep. Starting off with the tool, we have a standard airlock, which is guarded by 2 shotgun traps, in case anybody tries to go deep. Then beyond that we have the standard 2x1 airlock, and here you'll find space for 2 beds, 2 boxes, a locker, and a level 2 workbench for crafting ammo and meds. Jumping up here, we have the shooting floor, which gives you peeks back to your main base and the surrounding area. This is the same shooting floor used in the original Humbug. If you build it on a cliff like I did here, it gives you some excellent viewing angles, and if you use a silencer, it will make it very difficult for anyone to know where the bullets are coming from. Now for the build. To start, place down 3 triangle foundations. Put a door on the left and a window on the right, with a wall, and then complete the airlock. Then cover in these 2 parts of the ceiling, leaving a gap on the right for the jump up, and go outside and build the honeycomb. I sped this next part up, as putting honeycomb on a 2x1 should be pretty much self-explanatory, I hope. Then go back inside and place a half-height shelf with 2 shotgun traps underneath pointing towards the airlock. If you placed all your honeycomb correctly, the top of the base should look like this. Now place low walls all around the edge. Next put half walls in these locations. They must be upgraded to metal to prevent soft siding. And don't worry, it's not possible to soft side the low walls or the roofs when the shooting floor is completed. Next place triangle frames attaching to the half walls. And place square frames in between them. Then you can place your ramps on the squares, and then the roofs. Put square roofs attaching to the square frames, and then triangle roofs attaching to the triangle frames. Very simple. And now the base is complete. It's up to you how you arrange the inside, but if you have this triangle shelf here, make sure not to upgrade it past wood, so then you can soft side out and place the workbench and locker. For the next part we're going to look at the external TC. The standalone build cost and upkeep for this are on the screen now. First we have a short tool. As you can see, the external is disconnectable. This way if your main TC gets destroyed in a raid, you can disconnect the externals and replace your main TC, and then reconnect like so when that's done. On front of the external we have an airlock, which is guarded by 2 shotgun traps just like the flank base. And here we have space for up to 4 beds, with lockers placed in the honeycomb. And behind the 2 garage doors we have space for a couple of large boxes and the TC. Going upstairs is just like the flank base. We have the exactly same shooting floor, which gives you great peeks all around the surrounding area of your base. This will be extremely useful if you're getting door camped or raided. I'm sure that a lot of Rust players haven't seen an external like this before and would be expecting you to respawn in here and defend. And now for the build. Start by placing 2 triangle foundations and 2 square foundations. This will be pretty much the same on any kind of gatehouse that you're going to put this on. Then place 3 triangle foundations for your external, upgrading these to metal. Then place the housing for the TC itself, again upgrading to metal. And on this foundation you must put 2 half walls for the disconnecting mechanism to work. Then complete the rest of the external with some garage doors and some wall walls. When that's done, connect the external to the gatehouse with 2 triangle frames and 2 square frames. Then remove the twig and check that the disconnecting mechanism works correctly. Now expand the external with 2 square foundations and a triangle on either side. Surround with walls, leaving a gap for a garage door. Seal in the roof. Then on either side, place a single door frame with a locker inside. You might find it easier to place the locker before the door frame. Next, expand by 4 triangle foundations. Put walls on either side, a shop front on the right and a door on the left. Seal in the roof, leaving a gap on the right, and then build a jump up here. Seal off the shooting floor with a garage door. Then put an airlock here, followed by another single door. Next, to build the shooting floor. Just the same as the flank base, surround it with low walls. And then put 2 half walls here on either side, making sure they're upgraded to metal so they can't be soft-sided. Then build triangle frames on the half walls and join them together with square frames. To finish the shooting floor, build square roofs on the square frames and then triangle roofs on the triangle frames. And lastly, put ramps on these square tiles. For the final section, I'm going to show you the main base. The upkeep and build cost is on the screen right now. And if you want to upgrade it to metal, it's going to cost this much. Now for the tool, as you can see, the front of the base is bunkered. This is called a terrain roof bunker, which I'll demonstrate later. Inside the base you can see we have a standard airlock, and going inside you can see we have space for 3 furnaces, a level 3 workbench, and storage space equal to about 10 large boxes. Behind the window we have the main TC, which is at least a 19 or 23 rocket raid, depending on if the base is stone or metal. And jumping up here we have the shooting floor, which is exactly the same as the flank base and the external TC. As you can see, it's surrounded by barbed wire barricades. We use these instead of metal ones as they give you a better view of the surrounding area, while making sure that no one can sit and camp your shooting floor. Now I'm going to show you how the bunker works. To open it, simply destroy the twig foundation, and to reseal it, place the twig foundation, which is partly covered by the terrain so it can't be destroyed from outside, and place the roof from this angle. Upgrading the roof to the same material as the others seals off the front of the base. And of course we have the double shotgun trap guarding the airlock if anyone tries to go deep. Now for the build. Because of the nature of the bunker, you need to find some suitable terrain to build on. A slight hill like this will be perfect. When placing the first triangle, you need to make sure that the post on the right clips into the terrain. Finding the correct terrain will require some practice, so I recommend testing this on a build server. When you're happy with that, place another triangle to the left. This is the actual foundation that the bunker will sit on, so the front needs to be completely covered by the terrain. And now place 3 triangles to the left. After that, build the rest of the footprint to make sure you have space for the whole base, as we're building quite low to the ground. The completed footprint will look like this. First off, you want to upgrade these 3 triangles, and then place walls all around, leaving a gap for a garage door. For this build, I'll be using stone, and then I'll upgrade everything later. So you can place an extra furnace next to the TC. Make sure the TC lines up with the line on this triangle foundation. If you have a furnace already, place it now and seal it off with a window. At this point, I doubt you have the materials to expand, so remove all the twig foundations so grubs don't come along and try to annoy you. When you're ready to expand, place 2 square foundations and then surround with walls, leaving a gap for a garage door here. Then seal in the roof and place a half-height shelf here with another garage door. You can also place triangle shelves in this loot room. This will also make it more difficult for raiders to get the loot from the TC. When you have more garage doors, put another one here to make the raid cost of TC more expensive. Expand again with 4 triangle foundations here. Put a wall on either side, then build a door on the left, shop front on the right, finish the airlock. And seal in the roof with 3 triangles, again leaving a gap on the right here. If you don't have garage doors yet, you can use a furnace as a jump up to the shooting floor. Before adding honeycomb, we're going to finish the shooting floor. So start off by placing low walls all around. And then here put 2 half walls, making sure you upgrade them to metal to prevent soft siding. And then place triangle frames on top of those. And join them together with square frames. Then place square roofs on the square frames and triangle roofs on the triangle frames. After that, place your 2 ramps on these square tiles. Next, we're going to go outside and add honeycomb to the base. Start off by placing triangle foundations on every piece. Make sure that you upgrade the foundation under the TC before placing this foundation here. Then complete the honeycomb with ceilings and walls. And at this point, the base should look like this. Next, we're going to do some upgrades. To upgrade the walls behind the TC, you'll need to use this console command, which is client.lookatradius. You need to set it to 0 to be able to upgrade these walls. When you've done, make sure to reset it, which is 0.2. To make it even more expensive to get the loot from TC, upgrade the window and the shelves, making sure to lock the TC. In my testing, the only parts that need to be upgraded to HGRM are the TC walls and the walls around the TC loot room. And if the base is fully metal, it won't increase the raid cost if you upgrade anything else to HGRM. When you have garage doors, replace the furnace with a shelf and place 2 shotgun traps underneath it. Now for the bunker. For this part, you need to place a triangle foundation here with a roof pointing inwards. Place a shotgun trap underneath it to prevent door campers. And on the other side, place 2 more triangle foundations and 2 roofs pointing inwards again. If you're on console, you need to place these roofs from standing on top of the base. Now I'll show you again how the bunker works. Place a triangle foundation here, go inside the base, reopen the door and place the roof from here. Upgrade the roof to the same material as the others and it seals the gap. Lastly, I'm going to quickly show you how to place all the barricades on top of the honeycomb. As mentioned before, feel free to upgrade the outside of the base to metal, but of course this will attract some unwanted attention, but that's up to you. As always, like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments which base you like best. Thanks a lot. Cheers.